time when creeping murmur and the pouring dark fills the wide vessel of the universe. From camp to camp, through the foul womb of night, the hum of either army stilly sounds, that the fixed sentinels almost receive the secret whispers of each other's watch. Fire answers fire, and through their paling flames each battle sees the other's umbered face. Steed threatens steed in high and boastful neighs, piercing the knight's dull ear. And from the tents, the armorers, accomplishing the knights with busy hammers, closing rivets up, give dreadful note of preparation. The country cocks do crow, the clocks do toll, and the third hour of drowsy morning neigh. Proud of their numbers and secure in soul, the confident and over-lusty French do the low-rated English play at dice, and chide the crippled tardy-gated knight, who like a foul and ugly witch doth limp so tediously away. The poor condemned English, like sacrifices by their watchful fires, sit patiently and inly ruminate the morning's danger, and their gestures sad, investing lank, lean cheeks and war-worn coats, presented them unto the gazing moon so many horrid ghosts. Oh now, who will behold the royal captain of this ruined band, walking from watch to watch, from tent to tent? Let him cry praise and glory on his head. For forth he goes and visits all his host, bids them good morrow with a modest smile, and calls them brothers, friends, and countrymen. Upon his royal face there is no note how dread an army hath surrounded him, nor doth he dedicate one jot of colour unto the weary and all-watched night, but freshly looks and overbears attain, with cheerful semblance and sweet majesty, that every wretch, pining and pale before, beholding him plucks comfort from his looks. A largesse universal like the sun his liberal eye doth give to everyone, thawing cold fear, that mean and gentle all behold, as may unworthiness define, a little touch of Harry in the night. And so our scene must to the battle fly, where, oh, for pity we shall much disgrace, with 4 or 5 most vile and ragged foils, right ill disposed in brawl ridiculous, the name of Agincourt. Yet sit and see, minding true things by what their mockeries be.
Cousin, 'tis true that we are in great danger. The greater therefore should our courage be. There is some soul of goodness in things evil, would men observingly distill it out. For our bad neighbour makes us early stirrers, which is both healthful and good husbandry. Good morrow, also Thomas Erpingham. A good soft pillow for that good white head were better than a churlish turf of France.
Not so, my liege. This lodging likes me better, since I may say, now lie I like a king.
'Tis good for men to love their present pains, upon a time. So the spirit is eased, and when the mind is quickened, out of doubt, the organs, though defunct and dead before, break up their drowsy grave, and newly moved with casted slough and fresh legerity. Lend me that flourish, Sir Thomas. Brothers both, commend me to the princes in our camp, bid my good morrow to them, and anon desire them all to my delivery.
We shall, my liege.
Shall I attend your grace?
No, my good knight. Go with my cousin to my lords of England. I and my bosom must debate a while, and then I would no other company.
The Lord in heaven bless thee, noble Harry.
God a mercy, old heart. Thou speakest cheerfully. Chevauche lad! A friend.
Discuss unto me. Art thou officer, or base, common, and popular?
I am a gentleman of the company.
Trailst thou the puissant pipe?
Even so. What are you?
As good a gentleman as the emperor.
Then thou art a better than the king.
The king's a bawcock, and a heart of gold, a lad of life, an imp of fame, appearance good, this most valiant. I kiss his dirty shoe. From heartstring, I love the lovely woman. What is thy name?
Harry. Leroy.
Leroy. A Cornish name. Art thou of Cornish crew?
No, I am a Welshman.
Knowst thou Fluellen?
Yes.
Tell him I'll knock his leek about his pate upon St. David's Day.
Do not you wear your dagger in your cap that day, lest he knock that about yours.
Thou his friend.
And his kinsman too.
Well, the figo for thee then.
Thank you. God be with you.
My name is Crystal Cone.
It sorts well with your fierceness.
Captain Fluella. So, in the name of Jesu Christ, speak lower. Does the greatest admiration of the universal world, with the true and ancient prerogatives and laws of the wars, is not kept?
Oh, why, the enemy is loud. You can hear him all night.
If the enemy is an ass and a fool and a prating coxcomb, is it meet, think you, that we as well, look you, should be an ass and a fool and a prating coxcomb in your own conscience now?
I will speak low.
Pray you and beseech you that you will.
Though it appear a little out of fashion, there is much care and valour in this welcome.
Warning great yonder, we have no great cause to desire the coming of day.
We see yonder the beginnings of the day. But I do not think we shall see the end of it. Who goes there?
A friend,
No one can. Sir,
under Sir Thomas Erpingham.
our good old commander, and most excellent gentleman. Pray you, what thinks he of our state?
Even as men wrecked upon a sand that looked to be washed off the next tide.
Ye have not told us thought of the king.
No, nor is it not meet he should. For though I speak to you, I think the king is but a man, as I am. The violet smells to him as it doth to me, the element shows to him as it doth to me. All his senses have but human conditions. His ceremonies laid by, in his nakedness he appears but a man. And though his affections are higher mounted than ours, yet when they stoop with the like wind. Therefore when he sees reason and fears as we do, his fears, out of doubt, be of the same relish as ours are. Yet in reason no man should possess him with any appearance of fear, lest he by showing it should dishearten his own.
He may show what courage he will, but I believe, as cold a night as 'tis, he may wish himself in the Thames up to the neck. So I would he were, for I buy him all adventures, so we were quit here.
And my troth, I will speak my conscience of the king. I think he would not wish himself anywhere but where he is.
Well, then I would he were here alone, and so should he be sure to be ransomed, and many of poor men's lives saved.
I dare say you wish him not so ill to wish him here alone. Howsoever you speak is to feel other men's pains. Methinks I could not die anywhere so contented as in the king's company. His cause being just and his quarrel honourable.
That's more than we know.
Aye, or more than we should seek after. We know enough, we know we are the king's subjects. If his cause be wrong, our obedience to the king will wipe the crown of it from us.
But if the cause be not good, the king himself hath a heavy reckoning to make. With all those legs and arms and heads chopped off in battle, shall join together at the latter day and cry all. We died in such a place. Some swear, some crying for a surgeon, some upon wives left poor behind, some upon the death they owe, some upon children rawly left. I'm afeard there are few that die well that die in battle, for how can they charitably dispose of anything when blood is their armament? Now, if these men do not die well, it will be a black matter for the king that led them there. Who to disobey is against all subjection before him.
So, if a son, that is by his father sent about merchandise, do sinfully miscarry upon the sea, the imputation of his wickedness by your rule should be imposed upon the father that sent him. Or if a servant, under his master's command, carrying a sum of money, be assailed by robbers, and die in many irreconcilable iniquities, you might call the business of the master the author of the servant's damnation. But this is not so. The king is not bound to answer the particular endings of his soldiers, the father of his son, or the master of his servants. They purpose not their deaths when they purpose their services. Besides, there is no king, be his cause never so spotless, that the company of vigilant swords can try to outlaw unspotted soldiers. Some peradventure have on them the guilt of premeditated and contrived murder. Some of beguiling virgins with the broken seals of perjury. Some making the wars their bulwark, that before have moored the gentle bosom of peace with pillage and robbery. Now if these men have defeated native justice and outrun the law, though they can outstrip men, they have no wings to fly from God. War is his being, war his vengeance. So that here men are punished for before breach of the king's peace, and now the king's quarrel. Where they had feared the death, they had borne life away, and where they would be safe, they perish. Then if they die unprovided, no more is the king guilty of their damnation than he was before guilty of those impieties for which they are now visited. Every subject's duty is the king's, that every subject's soul is his own.
'Tis certain. Every man that dies ill, be ill upon his own head. The king is not to answer it.
I do not desire he should answer for me, and I determine to fight lustily for him.
I myself heard the king say he would not be ransomed.
Aye, he says so, to make us fight cheerfully. With our throats are cut, he may be ransomed, and we none the wiser.
If I live to see it, I will never trust his word after.
You pay him. That's a perilous shot out of an elder, that a poor private displeasure can do against the monarch. You may as well go about your turning asunder ice like Phoenix with a peacock's feather. You'll not trust his word after? Come, 'tis foolish to say.
Your reproof is something too round. I should be angry with you if the time were convenient.
Ah, be friends, you English fools, be friends. We have French quarrels enow if you could learn to reckon.
Indeed. The French may lay 20 French crowns for one they will beat us, for they bear them on their shoulders. But it is no English treason to cut French crowns, and tomorrow the king himself will be a clipper. Upon the king. Let us our lives, our souls, our careful debts, our wives, our children, and our sins lay on the king. We must bear all. A hard condition, twin-born with greatness, subject to the breath of every fool, who sense no more can feel but his own reason. Infinite heart's ease must kings neglect that private men enjoy. Or have kings that privates have not too, save ceremony. Save general ceremony. What art thou, thou idle ceremony? What kind of God art thou that sufferest more of mortal griefs than do thy worshippers? Art thou aught else but place, degree, and form, creating awe and fear in other men, wherein thou art less happy being feared than they inferior? Drinkest thou oft instead of homage sweet with poison flattery? O be sick, great greatness, and bid thy ceremony give thee cure. Because thou the fiery fever will go out of titles blown from adulation. It will give place to flexure and low bending. Canst thou, when thou commandst the beggar's knee, commands the health of it? No. Thou proud dream, placed so subtly with the king's repose. I am a king that find thee, and I know 'tis not the balm, the sceptre, and the ball, the sword, the mace, the crown imperial, the intertisued robe of gold and pearl, the fastened title running for the king, the throne he sits on, nor the tide of pomp that beats upon the high shore of this world. No, not all these thrice gorgeous ceremony, not all these laid in bed majestically, can sleep so soundly as the wretched slave, who with a body filled and laden mind gets him to rest, crammed with distressful bread. And but for ceremony, such a wretch, winding up his days with toil and his nights with sleep, had beforehand advantage of the king. Slave, a member of the country's peace, enjoys it. But in gross brain, little wots what watch the king keeps to maintain that peace, whose ours the peasant best advantages.
My lord, your nobles, jealous of your absence, do seek through your camp to find you.
Good order. Collect them all together at my tent. I'll be before. O God of battles, steel my soldiers' hearts. Possess them not with fear. Take from them now the sense of reckoning if the opposed numbers pluck their hearts from them. Not today, O Lord, not today. Think not upon the fault my father made encompassing the crown. I, which its body have interred, knew, and on it bestowed more contrite tears than from it issued forced drops of blood. The more will I do, though all that I can do is nothing worth, since that my penitence comes after all, imploring pardon.
My liege,
My cousin's voice. I know thy errand. I will go with you. The day, my friends, and all things wait for me.
The sun doth gild our armor. Up, my lords!
the English are not only for years.
Your horse! Gallant Frenchman, straight to horse!
stay so long, my loves of fans. Je Papillon, desperate in their bones, he'll favorably become the morning field. The ragged curtains poorly at the loose. And our heir shakes and passes by. Big Marcy's bankrupt with their ragged host. And fairly through rusty beaver beaks. And the executors, the knavish crows, fly over them all impatient of the hour. And description cannot soak itself in words. To demonstrate the life of such a battle, in life's own language, to show itself.
They have said their prayer, and they wait for death.
Shall we send them dinner and fresh suits and give their fasting horses provender? And after fight with
I steep it from my guidance in the field. I shall a banner from a trumpet take and use it for my haste. Come away. The sun is hot, and we unwear the dead.
The king himself is rode to view their battle. Fighting men, they have full 300,000.
There's 5 to 1. Besides, they're all fresh.
Odds on strike with us. It is a fearful odd. God be with you. I to my steed. We no more meet till we meet in heaven. Then joyfully, my nobles, my kinsmen, warriors all. And you,
Farewell, good Salisbury, and good luck go with thee.
Farewell, kind lord. Fight valiantly today, yet I do thee wrong to mind the other, for thou art framed of the firm truth of valor.
He is full of valor as of kindness, princely in both. Oh, that we had but 1/10,000 of those men in England that do no work today.
What's he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland. No, my fair cousin. If we are not to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honor. God's will, I pray thee, wish not a man from England. By Jove, I am not covetous for gold, nor care I that feed upon my cost. It earns me not to mend my garments wear. Such outward things dwell not in my desires. But if it be a sin to covet honor, I am the most offending soul alive. God's will, I pray thee, wish not a man from England. Thus peace, I will not lose so great an honor as one man more, methinks, would share from me for the best hope I have. Oh, do not wish one more. Rather, proclaim it, Westmoreland, through my host, that he which hath no stomach to this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse.
Yeah.
We would not die in that man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. This day is called the Feast of Christmas. He that shall see this day and live old age shall stand a tiptoe when this day is named, and rouse him at the name of Christmas. He that shall see this day and live old age will yearly on the vigil feast his neighbours, and say, tomorrow is St. Crispin. Then will he strip his sleeve and show his scars, and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet also be forgotten. But he'll remember, with advantages, what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispian shall ne'er go by from this day until the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. Yes. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother, be he ne'er so vile. This day shall gentle his condition, and gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed they were not here, and hold their manhood's cheap, whilst any speaks their forth with us upon St. Crispin's day.
Remember, Lord, he still you so much speed. The French are bravely in their battle set, and will with all expediency charge on us.
All things are ready if our mind be so.
Perish be the man whose mind is backward now.
Thou dost not wish more help from England, Gus.
God's will, my liege. Would you and I alone, without more help, can fight this royal battle?
Why, now thou hast unwished 5,000 men, which likes me better than to wish us one. You know your places. God be with you all.
What's one comes north, King Eric? The full that ransom that will now be pound. before thou knowest the shore and overthrow. For certainly thou art so near the God, thou needs must be in pleasant. Besides, in mercy, the constable desires thee thou remind thy followers of repentance, so that their souls may be sweet and peaceful retire from off this field, where wretches their poor bodies lie infested.
Who hath sent thee now?
The constable of France.
I pray thee, bear my former answer back. Bid them achieve me, and then sell my bones. Good God, why should they mock poor fellows thus? The man that once would sell the lion's skin, whilst the beast lived, was killed with hunting. And many of our bodies shall no doubt find naked graves, upon which I trust shall witness living brass of this day's work. And those that leave their valiant bones in France, dying like men, though buried in your dunghill, they shall be famed. For there the sun shall greet them and draw their honours reeking up to heaven, leaving their earthly parts to choke your climes, the smell whereof shall breed a plague in France. Mark then, abounding valour in our English, that being dead, like to the bullet's crazy, break out into a second round of mischief, killing and relapse of mortality. Let me speak proudly. Tell the constable, we are but warriors for the working day. Our gaze and our guilt are all besmirched with painful marching in the rainy field. There's not a piece of feather in our host. Good argument, I hope, we will not fly. And time hath given us some slovenly, but by the mass, our hearts are in the tree. And my poor soldiers tell me that yet ere night they'll be in fresher robes, or they will pluck the gay new coats over the French soldiers' heads and turn their mouths to us. If they do this, as if God please they shall, my ransom then will soon be levied. Herald, save thou thy labour. Come thou no more for ransom, gentle herald. They shall have none, I swear, but these my joints, which if they have as I shall live in them, shall yield then little. Tell the constable.
Sir, and fare thee well, King Herald, for never shalt thou hear of Herald any more.
I fear thou wilt once more come again for ransom.
My lord, most humbly on my knee I ask for leading of the vanguard.
Take it, brave cousin. Now, soldiers, march away, and how thou pleasest God dispose the devil.
Je pense que vous êtes un gentilhomme de bonne qualité.
Quality, quality, customary. Oh, no, gentlemen. What is that name? Discussed.
Oh, senor,
Oh, Signor Jew. Well, should be a gentleman. Append my words, oh, Signor Jew, and mark. Oh, Signor Jew, thou diest on point of fox, except, oh, Signor, thou dost give to me egregious ransom.
Oh, prenez miséricorde. J'ai pitié de moi.
What? Shall not, sir, but I will have 40 was. For I will fetch thy bin out thy throat in drops of crimson blood.
Oh, est-il impossible d'échapper à la force de ton bras?
Brass? Curve? Damn it, a luxurious mountain goat. Offers thou me brass?
Pardonnez-moi.
Sayest me so. Is that a ton of was? Come hither, boy. Ask me this slave in French, what's his name?
Monsieur le frère.
He says his name is Master Fur.
Master Fur.
Well, bury him and perk him and ferret him.
Discuss the same in French, once again.
I do not know the French for fur and ferret and fur.
Bid him prepare, or I will cut his throat.
Et manquement de comme vous ferez tout près, consent sobre ici disposé, se faire couper votre gauche.
Oui, coupe, like gorge perma, boy. thou givest me crowns, brave crowns, or mangles shalt thou be by this my sword.
Oh, je vous supplie pour faire de Dieu m'a pardonné. Je suis un petit homme, bon maison. Gardez ma vie et je vous donnerai des années pour.
What are his words?
Embrace your sake his life. He's a gentleman of good home, and for his ransom, he'll give you 200 pounds.
Tell him mercy I will show, and I the crowns will take.
Petit monsieur, petit.
Encore qu'il, quand je sens, je monte votre prisonnier. Des mois, pour les écouts, l'avait prendre. Ils m'ont donné la liberté et la franchise.
Oh, so, moi je vous donne 1000 remerciements. Ah, je m'estime heureux qui je suis tombé. Entre la main de l'autre chevalier, je pense, le plus brave, valiant, et très distingué signor d'Angleterre.
Expound unto me, boy.
He gives you upon his knees 1,000 pounds. He esteems himself happy to have fallen into the hands of one, as he thinks, the most valorous and thrice-worthy seigneur of England.
As I suck blood, I will some mercy show. Follow me.
Suivez-vous, right. I've never heard so full a voice issue from so empty a heart. But the saying is true. The emptiest vessel makes the greatest sound. For Bardolph and him had 10 times more valor than this roaring devil in the old play. That everyone might pair each of his nails with a wooden dagger, and they both in him. And so would this be if he does steal anything adventurously. I must go stay with the lackeys to protect the luggage of our king. The French would have a good grave for us if he knew of it, for there's none to guard it but boys.
Hearing this, I must perforce compound with my fallars, lest they will issue forth. to alarm is the same. The French have reinforced their scattered men. Let every soldier kill his prisoners. Give the order through.
Have killed the place and the luggage. 'Tis expressly against the law of arms. 'Tis as errant a piece of knavery, mark you now, as can be offered. In your conscience now, is it not?
His certain does not a boy left alive, and the cowardly rascals that ran from the battle have caused this slaughter. Besides, they have burned and taken all that was in the king's tent, whereof the king most worthily has caused every soldier to cut his prisoner's throat. Oh, 'tis a gallant king!
Aye, he was born at Monmouth. What call you the town's name where Alexander the Pig was born?
Alexander the Great.
Well, I ask you, is that pig great? The pig, or the great, or the mighty, or the huge, or the magnanimous, is all one reckonings, save the phrases, a little variations.
I think Alexander the Great was born in Macedon. His father was king of Macedon.
If you will mark Alexander's life well, Harry of Monmouth's life has come after it in different well, for there is figures in all things. Alexander, God knows, and you know, in his rages and his furies and his wraths and his colors and his moods and his indignations and his displeasures and also being a little intoxicant in his brains, did in his ales and his angers once kill his best friend, Thetis.
Our king is not like him in that. He never killed any of his friends.
I tell you, there is good men born at Monmouth.
Here comes his majesty.
I was not angry since I came to France until this instant. Take a trumpet. With speed, ride down into the horsemen on yon hill. If they will fight with us, bid them come down or avoid the field they do offend our sight. If they'll leave, we will come to them and make them stir away as swift as stones, enforced from the old Assyrian slings. Besides, we'll cut the throats of those we have, and not a man of them that we shall take shall taste our mercy. Go and tell them so.
Here comes the herald of the French, my liege. His eyes are humbler than they used to be.
How now? What means this herald? Knowest thou not I have fined these bones of mine for ransom? Comest thou again for ransom?
No, great king. I come to thee for charitable license, that we may wander all this bloody field, to look our dead and to bury them, to sort our nobles from our common men. For many of our princes wove the wild lie, drowned and soaked in mercenary blood. So do our vulgar, drenched their peasant limbs in blood of princes. Wounded steeds fret, fed by deep and gore, with wild rage, yuck out their armed heels at their dead masters, killing them twice. Great king, give us leave to view the field in safety and dispose of their dead bodies.
I tell thee truly, herald, I know not if the day be ours or no. Yet many of your horsemen peer and gallop over the field.
The day is yours.
Praised be God, so not our strength for it. What is this castle called that stands hard by?
They call it Agincourt.
They call we this the field of Agincourt, fought on the day of Crispin Crispian. Lord Warwick, go with him. Bring me just notice of the numbers dead on both our parts.
Your grandfather, a famous murderer, and please your majesty, and your great uncle, Edward the Black Prince of Wales, as I read in the Chronicles, did fight a most brave battle here in France.
They did, Fluent.
Your majesty speaks most true. If your majesty is reminded of it, the Welshmen in that fight did good service in a garden where leeks do grow, wearing leeks in their Monmouth caps, which your majesty knows to this hour is an honorable badge of the service. And I think your majesty thinks no scorn to wear the leek upon St. Tavian's Day.
I wear it for a memorable honor. For I am Welsh. You know, good countryman.
All the watchers of the wine could not wash your Majesty's Welsh blood out of your I tell you that. God bless it and preserve it, as long as it please His grace and His Majesty too.
Thanks. Good, my countryman.
Jesu, I am your Majesty's countryman. I care not to know it. I will confess it to the world. I need never to be ashamed of your Majesty, praise be God, so long as your Majesty is an honest man.
God keep me so.
Amen.
Now work. The dead number.
Here are the number of the slaughtered French.
What prisoners of good sword to take him?
Charles, Duke of Orleans, nephew of the king. John, Duke of Bourbon, Lord Bussiquois. Of other lords, barons, knights, and squires, full 1,500, besides common men.
This note doth tell me of 10,000 French that in the field lie slain. Of princes in this number, and nobles bearing banners, there lie dead 126. Added to these of knights, squires, and other gallant gentlemen, 8,400, of which 500 were but yesterday dubbed knights. So that in this 10,000 they have lost, there are but 1,600 mercenaries. The rest are princes, barons, lords, knights, squires, and gentlemen of blood and quality. Here was a royal fellowship of death. Where is the number of English men? Edward the Duke of York, the Earl of Suffolk, Sir Richard Keithley, Davy Gann, Esquire, there's none else of name, and of all other men but 5 and 20. Oh God, thy hour is here, and not to us, but to thy own hour alone will you describe me all. 'Tis wonderful. Come, go in procession to the village. And be it death proclaiming amongst our host the most of this, or to take that praise from God which is his only.
Is it not lawful, and please your Majesty, to tell how many is killed?
Yes, my good captain, but with this acknowledgement, that God fought for us.
My conscience, he did us great good.
Do we all holy rites? Let there be some non-nobis and Te Deum, and the dead with charity enclosed in plain, and then to Calais. And to England, then. When there from France arrived more happy men.
Vouchsafe to those that have not read the story that I may prompt them. And of such as have, I humbly pray them to admit the excuse of time, of numbers, and due course of things, which cannot in their huge and proper life be here presented. Now we bear the king toward Calais, and grant him there. There see, heave him away upon your winged thoughts athwart the sea. So let him land, and solemnly see him set forth to London, where that his lords desire him to have borne his bruised helmet and his bended sword before him through the city. He forbids it, being free from vainness and self-glorious pride, giving full trophy, signal, and ostent, quite from himself to God. But now behold how London doth pour out her citizens, how many would the peaceful city quit to welcome him. Myself have played the interim by remembering you 'tis past. Then brook abridgment, and your eyes advance, after your thoughts, straight back again to France.
Nay, that's right. But why were you unique, St. David's days past?
There be occasions and reasons why and wherefore in all things. I will tell you, as my friend Captain Gower, that most rascally, scald, scurvy, lousy, bragging knave Pistol, whom you and yourself and all the world know to be no better than a fellow look you now of no merit, is come to me yesterday and bid me eat my leek. It was in a circumstance where I could not bring no contention with him. But I will be so bold as to wear my leek till I see him again. Then I will tell him a little piece of my desires.
Oh, why, look, here he comes, swelling like a turkey cock.
'Tis no matter for his swellings or his turkey cocks. God bless you, Ancient Pistol, you scurvy, lousy knave. God bless you.
Art thou Bedlam? Does thou thirst base Trojan to have me fold up Parker's fatal web? Oh, hence, I am qualmish at the smell of leek.
I would entreat you, scurvy, lousy knave, at my desires and my petitions and my requests, that you eat, look you, this leek, because, look you, you does not love it, nor your affections and appetites and digestions does not agree with it, I would desire that you eat it.
Not for Cadwallader and all his goats.
Here is a goat for you.
Oh! Oh!
Would you be so good, scald knave, as eat it?
Trojan, thou shalt die!
You speak most true, scald knave, when God's pleasure is. I would desire you to live in the meanwhile, and eat your victuals. Come, here is some sauce for you.
Oh! God!
You called me yesterday a mountain squire, but I will make of you today a squire of low degree. Fall to, I pray you. If you can mock a leek, you can eat a leek.
Enough, Captain. You have astonished him.
I say, I will make him eat some part of this leek, or I will beat his pig 4 days. Bite, I pray you. It is good for your green wound and your bloody coxcomb.
Must I bite?
Aye, verily, out of doubt, out of uncertainty, out of ambiguity.
By this leek I will most
Would you have more sauce to your leek? There is not enough leek there to swear by.
let us see, I
Much good do you, scald knave, heartily. Nay, throw none away. The skin is good for your broken coxcomb. When you take occasion to see leeks hereafter, I pray you, mock at them. That is all.
good.
Aye, leeks is good. Full. Here is a groat to heal your pigs.
Me? A groat?
Aye, verily, and in truth you'll take it. Or I have another leek in my pocket you can eat.
Take thy goat in the earnest of revenge.
If I owe you anything, it shall be paid in cudgels. So may we call you a woodmonger, and you purchase of me nothing but cudgels. God be with you, and keep you, and heal your pate.
All hell shall spare from this.
Go. You are a counterfeit cowardly knave. Will you mock in an ancient tradition begun upon in honorable respect and worn as a memorable trophy of predeceased valor and dare not vouch indeed to any of your words? I have seen you gleeking and galling at this gentleman twice or thrice. You thought because he could not speak English in the native garb that he could not therefore handle an English cudgel. You find it otherwise. And henceforth let a Welsh correction teach you a good English tradition. Fare you well.
Fortune play the huswife with me now. News have I that my Nell is dead, despicable, of a malady of France, and there my rendezvous is quite cut off. Old do I wax. From my weary limbs, Irish cudgels! Board, after. And something lean to cutpurse of quick hand. To England will I steal, and there I'll steal. And patches will I get for these cudgel scars, and swear I got them in the galley oars.
Peace to this meeting, wherefore we are met. And to our brother France and his princes, health and fair time of death. Joy and good wishes to my most fair and princely cousin Catherine. And as a branch and member of this royalty by whom this great assembly is contrived, we do salute you, Duke of Burgundy. And princes, French and peers, health to you all.
Right joyous are we to behold your face, most worthy brother England, fairly met. So are you, princes English, every one.
My duty to you both I need to love, great kings of France and England. That I have labored with all my wits, my pains, and strong endeavors to bring your most imperial majesties unto this bar and royal interview, your mightiness on both parts best and witness. Since then, my office hath thus far prevailed. Let it not disgrace me if I demand before this royal view what rub or impediment there is, why then the naked, poor, and mangled peace, dear nurse of too long from France being chaste, and all her husbandry doth lie on heaps, corrupting in its own fertility. Our vineyards, our fallows, meads and hedges, defective in their natures, grow into wildness. Even so, our houses and ourselves and children have lost, or do not learn for want of time, the sciences that should become our country. To grow like savages, as soldiers will, that nothing do but meditate on blood, to swearing and stern looks, diffused attire, all that seems unnatural, to which you are assembled. And my speech entreats that I may know that wide, gentle peace should not expel these inconveniences and bless us with her former qualities.
If, Duke of Burgundy, you would the peace whose want gives growth to the imperfections which you have cited, you must buy that peace, with full accord to all our just demands.
The king hath heard them, to which as yet there is no answer.
Well then, the peace which you before so urged lies in his answer.
I have but with a cursory eye or glance the articles. Please your grace to appoint some of your council presently to sit with us once more. With better heed to resurvey them, we will certainly pass our accept and peremptory answer.
Brother, we shall. Uncle Alexa, go you with. Warwick and Westmoreland go with the king, and take with you free power to ratify, augment, or alter anything in and out of our demands, and will consign thereto. Only leave our cousin Catherine here with us. She is our capital demand, comprised within the forerank of our articles.
She hath good leave.
Fair Catherine, and most fair, will you vouchsafe to teach a soldier terms, such as will enter at a lady's ear and plead his love suit to her gentle heart?
Your Majesty shall mock at me. I cannot speak your England.
Oh, fair Catherine, if you will love me soundly with your French heart, I will be glad to hear you confess it brokenly with your English tongue. Do you like me, Kate?
Pardonnez-moi, I cannot tell what is like me.
An angel is like you, Kate, and you are like an angel.
Que dites-vous? Que je suis un mauvais ange?
Oui, sur votre grâce, c'est dit.
I said so, fair Catherine, and I must not blush to affirm it.
Oh, bon Dieu. Les langues des hommes sont pleines de tromperies.
What says she, fair one? That the tongues of men are full of deceits?
Oui, that the tongue of the man be full of deceit, that is the princess.
The princess is the better English woman. In fact, Kate, my wooing is fit for thy understanding. I am glad thou canst speak no better English, for if thou couldst, thou wouldst find me such a plain king that thou wouldst think I had sold my farm to buy my crown. I know no ways to mince it in love, but directly to say, I love you. Then if you urge me farther than to say, do you in faith, I wear out my suit. Come, give me your answer, a faith do, and so clap hands in a bargain, can't say you.
So votre honneur. Me understand well.
Madam, if you would put me to verses or to dance for your sake, Kate, why, you undid me. For the one I have neither words nor measure, for the other I have no strength in measure. Yet a reasonable measure in strength. If I could win a lady a leapfrog, or by vaulting into my saddle with my armour on my back, under correction of bragging being spoken, I should quickly leap into a wife. Or if I might buffet for my love, or bound my horse for her favours, I could lay on like a butcher and sit like a jackanapes, never off. But before God, Kate, I cannot look greenly, nor gasp out my... I have no cunning in conversation, only downright oaths, which I never used to urge, nor never break for urging. If thou didst love a fellow of this temper, whose face is not worth sunburning, that never looks in his glass for love of anything he sees there, then let thine eye be thy cook. I speak to thee plain soldier. If thou canst love me for this, take me. If not, to say to thee that I shall die is true. But for thy love, by the Lord, no. Yet I love thee too. And why while thou livest, dear Kate, take a fellow of plain and uncoined constancy. For he perforce must do thee right, for he hath not the gift to woo in other places. If thou wouldst have such a one, take me. And take me, take a soldier. Take a soldier, take a king. What sayest thou then to my love? Speak, my fair, and fairly, I pray thee.
Is it possible that I should love the enemy of France?
No, it is not possible you should love the enemy of France, Kate, but in loving me, you should love the friend of France. For I love France so well, I will not part with a village of it. I will have it all mine. And Kate, when France is mine and I am yours, then yours is France, and you are mine.
I cannot tell. What is that?
No, Kate? Then I will tell thee in French, which I am sure will hang upon my tongue like a new married wife about her husband's neck. How to be sure of. Je compte, j'ai les possessions de France. Je compte, vous avez les possessions de moi. C'est vous then. Donc votre France et vous êtes ennemis. It's easy for me, Kate, to conquer the kingdom as to speak so much more French. I shall never move thee in French unless it be to laugh at.
Sans contenir, le français que vous parlez est le mieux que l'anglais lequel je parle.
No, afraid this is not, Kate. But Kate, canst thou understand thus much English? Canst thou love me?
I cannot tell.
Can any of your neighbours tell, Kate? I'll ask them. I know thou lovest me, and at night, when you come into your closet, you'll question this gentlewoman about me, and I know, Kate, you will to her dispraise those parts of me that you love with your heart. But good Kate, mock me mercifully, but rather gentle, princess, for I love thee cruelly. If ever thou beest mine, Kate, as I have a saving faith within me tells me thou shalt, I get thee with scandal, and thou must therefore needs prove a good soldier here. Shall not thou and I, between St. Denis and St. George, compound a boy, half French, half English, that shall go to Constantinople and take the Turk by the beard? Shall we not? What sayest thou, my fair fleur de lis?
I do not know that.
No, 'tis hereafter to know. But now to promise. Do but now promise, Kate, that you will endeavour for your French part of such a boy, and for my English moiety, take the word of a king and a bachelor. How answer you? La plus belle Catherine du monde, mon frère cher Divantis.
Your Majesty has enough false French to defeat the most demoiselle that is on France.
Oh, now fire upon my false French. By mine honour in true English I love thee, Kate. By which honour I dare not swearest thou lovest me, yet my blood begins to flatter me thou dost, notwithstanding the poor and untempering effect of my visage. But in fact, Kate, the elder I wax, the better I shall appear. My comfort is that old age, that ill layer up of beauty, can do no more spoil upon my face. Thou hast me, if thou hast me, at the worst. And thou shalt wear me, if thou wear me, better and better. Therefore, good Catherine, wilt thou have me? Put off your maiden blushes, and avouch the thoughts of your heart with the looks of an empress. Take me by the hand, and say, Harry of England, I am thine. Which word thou shalt loosen, and bless mine ear with all, but I will tell thee aloud. England is thine, Ireland is thine, France is thine, and Henry Plantagenet is thine. Who, though I speak before his face, if he be not fellow with the best king, thou shalt find the best king of good fellows. Come. Your answer in broken music. My voice is music, and thy English broken. Therefore, queen of all, Catherine, break thy mind to me in broken English. Wilt thou have it?
That is as it please the roi mon père.
Nay, it will please him well, Kate. It shall please him, Kate.
Then it shall also content me.
Upon that, I kiss your hand and I told you my queen.
Oh, laissez, monseigneur, laissez! Mais quoi? Je ne veux pas que vous abaissez votre grandeur en baissant la main de votre seigneurie lumière sur le ciel. Excusez-moi, je vous supplie, montrez puissance bien.
Then I will kiss your lips, Kate.
Oh,
maidens in France to kiss before they are married, would you say?
Oui, vraiment.
Oh, Kate. Nice customs curtsy before great kings. Dear Kate, you and I cannot be confined within the weak list of a country's fashion. We are the makers of manners, Kate. And the liberty that follows our places stops the mouth of all fine thoughts. As I will do yours, for upholding the nice fashion of your country and denying me a kiss. Therefore, patiently and yield. You have witchcraft in your lips, Kate. There's more eloquence and a sugar touch of them than in the tongues of the French council. They should sooner persuade Harry of England than a general petition of monarchs. Here comes your father.
God save your majesty.
My royal cousin, teach you our princess English.
I would have her learn, my dear cousin, how perfectly I love her. And that is good English.
As love is, my lord, before it wants.
It is so. And you may some of you thank love for my blindness, that cannot see many a fair French city, the one fair French maid that stands in my way.
Yes, my lord. You see them respectively. The cities turn into a maid, for they are all girdled with maiden walls that war hath never entered.
Shall Kate be my wife? So be. I am contented. So the maiden cities you talk of may wait on her. So the maid that stood in the way for my wish, and show me the way to my will.
We have consented to all terms of reason.
Is it so, my lords of England?
The king hath granted every article. His daughter first, and in sequel all according to their composed natures.
Only he hath not yet subscribed to this. For your majesty demands that the king of France, having occasion to write for matter of grant, shall name your highness in this form. The notion French.
But this I have not, brother, so denied, but your request shall maybe let it pass.
I pray thee then, in love and dear alliance, let that one article rank with the rest, and thereupon give me your daughter.
Take her, fair son, and from her blood raise up issue to me that the contending kingdoms of France and England, whose very shores look pale with envy of each other's happiness, may cease their hatred, and his conjunction plant neighborhood and Christian-like accord in their sweet bosoms, that never war advance his leading sword twixt England and fair France.
Amen. Now welcome, Kate, and bear me witness all, that here I kiss her as my sovereign queen. Prepare we for our marriage, upon which day my lord of Burgundy will take your oath, and all the peers for surety of our leagues. Then shall I swear to Kate, and you to me, and may our oaths well kept and prosperous be.
Thus far with rough and all unable pen, our bending author hath pursued the story. In little room confining mighty men, mangling by starts the full course of their glory. Small time, but in that small most greatly lived this star of England. Fortune made his sword, by which the world's best garden he achieved, and of it left his son, imperial lord. Henry VI, in infant bands crowned king of France and England, did this king succeed, whose state so many had the managing, that they lost France and made his England bleed. Which oft our stage hath shown, and for their sake, in your fair minds, let this acceptance take.